Hey guys, Chris here, and welcome to my New Year's video. Normally, for New Year's, I like to do a year in review. Last year I did a year in review where I talked about infestation, everything like that. This year, a lot of stuff happened, and we discussed this. I was on the latest episode of Zone 4. You should check out Zone 4. And we kind of talked about that. We talked about all the miniseries and things that stood out to us. And, I got to thinking, yeah, this year we had Infestation 2. Which really didn't do too well. We have Batman, The Court of Owls, or Night of Owls. We have Death in the Family that's going on. We got Marvel now. We've got the first full year of the DC New 52. We've got AVX Consequences, which weirdly did better than AVX. We have Justice League, Aquaman starting up, even though it's really going into next year. We got a lot of stuff that happened this year. A lot. Dynamite took off with a lot of number ones. Image gave us a lot of number ones like Saga and Manhattan Projects. Dynamite's number ones with the Spider, the Shadow. Masks, which is the Justice League of Dynamite's pulp superheroes. A lot has gone on this year. There is a whole lot. And it's too much to talk about. It would take me a good hour to sit here telling you guys to run down everything that's gone on. Peter Parker, no longer Spider-Man. There's too much. So instead, this year, I would like to talk about the year in review as far as everything that's gone on with me, internet and outside internet-wise. First off, we started the year off, and I'm not going to talk about this because if you're interested in hearing my thoughts on CCC, Comic Community Central, basically said it on Facebook. It's a public note if you guys want to see my thoughts and how I feel, because I know a lot of people got mad at me about Comic Community Central. I really apologize if there's any ill feelings towards myself with Comic Community Central. I really tried with the channel, but unfortunately it didn't go the way I was hoping. And it still exists, and I still have hope for the channel, maybe sometime in the future, but for right now, the channel basically is what it is. So I'm looking over that. If you're interested in seeing my full thoughts on Comic Community Central, you can check out Facebook. Moving away from that, though, personal life-wise, I became a workaholic for a while. I gotta admit that. On the internet, I started doing my videos on my channel. I started working with, at the time, CCC, but slowly but surely that stopped, and I started working more on my channel. Then YouTube had a fudge up for a good 2 weeks, and my comic reviews, as you guys can see, are 30 minutes long. And before I got my camera, I was using Mike's camera. I was just going the full hour. So when I lost that and I could only post videos under 15 minutes, yeah, I made a new channel immediately because there was no way I was going to post up 4- and 5-part comic reviews. And at the time, I didn't think to do in-depth comic reviews. So I created what I call Dark Avenger Inc. I put the ink in there because nobody thought that name up before. It's the first time I made a YouTube channel that didn't have to involve numbers whatsoever. Save Comic Community Central, which we actually had to cut off the Central because it was too big. This is the first time for me, my personal channel, that I didn't have to put numbers in. The Dark Avenger has C86, Brooklyn Boys has 13, and BBC 13 Gaming we won't get into at all. So, Dark Avenger Inc. Then 2 weeks later, 2 comic reviews later, my channel got its over 15-minute rule back. How, I don't know. I'm not questioning. But I got it back. Thank you, God. But now there's Dark Avenger Inc. What do I do with that channel? So first I said, okay, you know what? I'll leave my comic reviews and Comic Book Corner on Dark Avenger. And on Dark Avenger Inc. I'll do videos that I don't normally do on my channel. Basically, HeroClix reviews, which I stopped. Card reviews, which I did card reveals, card openings, and whatnot, and maybe some comic book reviews. I decided to do that. About 4 videos in, I realized that, since this isn't like something just me anymore, like it's not for my comic reviews, maybe I could offer people a spot. Maybe they're interested, maybe they'd be interested in doing videos on the channel with me. That's when Mike Spider Slayer sent me a message when I made a video saying if anybody's interested in doing videos, if they're interested in starting a little group, message me. And there were a lot of people I was hoping to get messages from. Unfortunately, some people I didn't get messages from, but one of the top people, one of my top 2 people I was hoping to get a message from was Mike Spider Slayer, and surely I got it. I got a message from Mike, I got a message from Audrey, a comic book mom, and there we go. The group started. But for a while it was me, my brother Mike, and Mike Spider Slayer, and then Audrey and her husband Craig came on board, and then Mike introduced me to Kat, and she came on board, Steven came on board, Brant and Lisa came on board, and slowly but surely 10 members. You have Cindy. Cindy was on board from the very beginning, but she didn't start her reviews until about a month ago. But we won't get into why. Yeah, you and your money. She's behind the camera. And today it is a 10-member group. And starting this group, you know, Mike and I were saying, and Mike Spider and I said it from the very beginning. His intro video said it all. We're going to take the group to the top. We're going to shoot as high as we can go. And we're shooting for the moon. If the group went however it went, whether it failed or not, we'll shoot for the moon and fall amongst the stars if we don't make it to the moon. And I've got to say, about a good 7-8 months later, we're still moving towards the moon. Because I am proud and honored to have 9 other people with me on this channel that have done nothing but amazing work since the day they started on Dark Avenger Inc. And we are now working with companies. We now have sponsors. We now sponsor companies. We sponsor independent writers. People have been coming to us asking us if we're interested in reviewing their books. And I've got to tell you guys, these are not people that are like, hey, check out my book, and it's like something like, oh, interesting. These are people that have really awesome comics and deserve to be out there or known. And that's why I'm really glad that they're coming to us so we can review their books and show you guys all these books that you never probably even knew existed before. I mean, I went gaga when Radical came to me 2 years ago and asked me to represent their books or review their books. And that was awesome. And if Radical, if you're watching still and you are interested in Dark Avenger Inc., we are interested in representing you guys. Let me know. Send me a message. I haven't heard from you guys in like a year. So if you're interested, let me know. But Dark Avenger Inc. has been the biggest, most pleasantest surprise of 2012. When I look back years from now, 2012 has many things that I won't forget, and I'll get into those in a bit, but the biggest thing, internet-wise, is Dark Avenger Inc. A group that honestly was not meant to be a group. The channel was not meant to be a group. I didn't invent Dark Avenger Inc. to be another group. It just happened. It was a coincidental group. Not a coincidental group. It was a surprise group. And we've done nothing but go. And we're still going. And God bless, I can't wait to see what is going to happen in 2013. I know a few things that we're planning for 2013, but I really can't wait to see what comes our way in 2013. And I'm proud to say that I'm a member of Dark Avenger Inc. and I'm honored to work with every single person that's on that channel, and I'm sure they all feel the same. And we kind of talked about that a little bit on the live show for Christmas, right before Christmas, but I didn't want to. I wanted to talk about like our individual channels, but it came up anyway, and I'm sure we're going to talk about it tomorrow during the live show more, but it's been a huge cornerstone in the year 2012. With all the negative stuff that happened, it's definitely a positive, not only to myself, but I'm sure to other people in the group. I'm not going to speak for them, but for me, Dark Avenger Inc. is one huge plus in my year 2012. Also 2012, I met Cindy. I didn't meet Cindy, me and Cindy got together, so that was a huge deal also, and that's why she was a part of Dark Avenger Inc. Plus from the day one, because we got together January 27th of 2012. We're about ready to celebrate our 1-year anniversary next month. We've known each other for a while, but we actually got together way back in January, and it's been awesome ever since. And that's personal life-wise. But a lot of things happen personally, but next year, I have a big thing planned, and hopefully this video will go up before the announcement of the big thing, and I'm praying I'm probably going to upload this the second I go upstairs. But I have something big planned. You guys haven't heard from me on this channel or Inc. for about 2 weeks. No, about a week. And there's a reason why. And when you see it, and I'm telling you guys, this is the last time I'm doing it, but when you see it, you'll understand why. And things will get back to a norm once this gets out of the way. I've got a little bit of added time in my work now, so I'm going to have to work around my new schedule of work, at least for now. We'll see how long this new schedule lasts. But guys, the one thing I am most thankful for this year is, all of you guys that are watching my videos, our videos. When I started the year out in 2012, I was way under 1,000 subscribers. I'm now well over 1,000 subscribers, and that's you guys. That's not me. I mean, yeah, I'm doing the videos, but that's you guys that are enjoying the videos. You're the ones that I have to thank for that. I just sit here and I make videos for you guys, and I love doing it. This is not a job for me. This is a passion, and this is a love, and I love doing it, and nothing and nobody will ever change that. And I'll be here until YouTube goes out, and if YouTube goes out, hopefully I'll have a website, and I'll still be here. I'm not planning on going anywhere. This is one of the biggest enjoyments of my life since I started 3 years ago on my channel. Before that, Brooklyn Boys was a huge enjoyment in my life, and we still work on Brooklyn Boys, just not so much anymore because we're very busy and dedicated to our channels and Dark Avenger Inc. But Brooklyn Boys still exists. You guys can go check it out. We have over 1,000 videos. We've done it all already, except Gangnam Style, which that's not gonna. We're gonna probably end up. Yeah, Mike's already getting ready for that. So anyway, it's a love and an enjoyment for me, and I love the feedback I get. I know a lot of people. I met a lot of people that don't like doing comments. They like sending personal messages, and that's fine. If you don't like commenting video, you can feel free to personal message me anything, a question. If you want to start a conversation. That's how I've made a lot of friends actually through you. I've made a lot of friends through YouTube, and it all started from a message or a comment or a collaboration. You'd be very surprised how friendships start on YouTube, and I'm blessed to say I've made a lot of new friends this year. A lot of friends that I consider like brothers to me. Spider-Man 1991 I've known from the very beginning. Me, him, Cody. You guys know Cody. We had our podcast that we had at the beginning of the year. Unfortunately, that kind of slipped away. Unfortunately, we stopped doing that, but now we have the live show again. But Mike Spider Slayer, I consider like a brother now. Brant from Zone 4 and Comic Related, I consider him like a brother also. I mean, I talk to these guys almost on like a weekly basis, daily basis most of the time. We are very close friends. Everybody from Dark Avenger Inc. I would consider my brother and sisters. Because I say sisters because there are girls on Dark Avenger Inc. Yes, there are women. There's Audrey, there's Kat, there's Cindy. Well, Cindy's not my sister because that would be just weird that I'm with my sister, yeah. But you guys get the idea. Everybody from Dark Avenger Inc. I consider family. We've all been very close friends. We've gotten this group, if anything, has gotten us really close. And I'm sure in the coming year we're just going to grow closer. I mean, it's just that's how I feel. But Mike, Spider Slayer, I have to give it to you. At the very beginning, when we started Dark Avenger Inc., you just kept, even on days where I was like, I don't know where this is going to go, you had that faith and you kept pushing me, and you kept saying, this site is going to be big, I know it's going to be huge, we're going to take this high. And even on days where I started doubting, you had that, I don't even know what it was, but you had that optimistic, we're going to do this, and you just had the energy that even when my energy felt like it was fading because of what happened at the beginning of the year, you just put it right back into me, and I was like, yeah, we're going to do it. And you gave me what at that time I needed to keep the channel going and what got us to the point we are today. Now today, everybody I have to thank for it, but especially Mike, once again, who had the drive and everything. And now I have to add Brant to that also, because Brant I've talked to a lot also, and he's inspired me through what he's done already. hearing his stories and hearing the things that he's done, and he's got Zone 4, co-owner of ComicRelated.com, which now I am a contributor to. Every story that Brent's told me has inspired me. So if anything, Brent is kind of like the older brother, where he's done things that I can only dream of doing. He's a writer. He works in comic books, and hearing all these stories, it inspires me to even do more than I've been doing. So between Mike and Brent, I'd like to say, and I hope nobody on Dark Avenger Inc. takes offense, but these are two of the people that have really encouraged and inspired me the most when it comes to myself, as well as things that I do on YouTube and beyond. But everybody on Dark Avenger Inc. has played a huge part in my life this year. Lisa, I've known before Dark Avenger Inc. I tried to get her on the other channel, and she was very busy at the time, so I'm really happy she actually said yes. Lisa I've talked to a lot also, and this is before Dark Avenger Inc., and she actually introduced me to Brand, so if anything, I owe Lisa a lot. I mean, like, if I won $1 million, I owe Lisa half of that $1 million for introducing me to Brand. A lot. And it's just everybody. Meeting Kat this year, I would definitely say it's like amazing that, you don't know, half the people you don't know on YouTube until you actually meet them through other people. And I'm really glad that Mike introduced me to Kat. Audrey and Craig, I've known Audrey for a while, before Comic Community Central even came about. And Craig actually started doing videos after joining Inc., which he did a few videos before Inc., I believe also, but he does really great work on Inc. also. And yeah, it's just, and Steven I met maybe 4 months ago, and we are always on Google Plus talking. We've talked. It's weird. You start off with just me and my brother, and it just grew to 10 people. And we are such a close-knit family now. It's amazing. We're family without being blood related. Let's put it that way. Easiest way to put it. And Kat lives in New York, so hopefully sometime soon we'll do some type of in-person collaboration if she's ever around. And yeah, I'm hoping for that in the coming year. There's a lot of things I have planned. Hopefully most of them will come about. And I know the big thing for next year is going to come about. I don't want to keep you guys sitting here bored and talking about the same thing, but I'd like to thank everybody from Dark Avenger Inc. You guys are amazing, and I can't wait to see what we do in the coming year. I know we have a lot planned, but I know a lot more is going to come our way, and I can't wait to see where we take it. And as far as my channel, guys, I'm here because of you guys. I owe everything I've done up to this point to you guys, because every day I know you're the ones that are checking out my videos. Every time I post something, I know you guys are the ones that watch it. So I owe it to you guys, the subscribers, you guys, the viewers, you guys, the commenters, you guys, the messengers. Shut up. All right. People who message me, people who enjoy what I do. I owe it to you guys. This is all because of you guys that I'm here today. And I owe you guys just as much as I owe everybody else who's inspired me. So thank you guys for being a part of Dark Avenger C86, because without you guys, I wouldn't be here. Simply said, I would not be doing this if not for you guys. I mean, I do it because I love doing it, but I do it for you guys, because I know there are you guys out there that are enjoying it. I'm still here, and I'll be here till the end of time. And we passed December 21st, and we ain't dead. And if we are dead, we're still alive in some type of reality. So I'll be here no matter what reality we're in. And I'll be looking forward to reviewing comic books in 2013. 2013 looks like it's going to be a huge year in comic books. Marvel-wise, DC-wise, Image-wise, IDW. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is the best series. TMNT is the best indie series out there, in my opinion. I'm loving it. Dynamite has good stuff coming out of the pulp world, and Zenescope has amazing books. Patrick Shan's writing is awesome. Godstorm was the first issue number 0 I read from Zenescope, and I was hooked on that since day one. Awesome work that comes out of Zenescope and all other companies. Garfield from Boom Studios. Boom Studios has tons of good books as well. Cindy reads Futurama from Bongo. Bongo's got some good stuff. there are a lot of companies out there that you guys don't even know about that we are going to be reviewing from. What's that company from the end? It was Primal?
Yeah.
Primal Publishing or Primal Comics?
Yeah, and Arms Comics as well.
And Coat of Arms Comics.
Arms, yeah.
There's tons of companies you guys don't know about, and we are going to show you guys on Dark Avenger Inc. all these companies. We're going to show you guys these companies and their creators and their writers and their artists. We're going to show you guys what goes on that you might not see. We're going to introduce you guys to some new stuff. And hopefully some of you guys will come back and say, you know, I saw that comic on your review, I went and bought it and I loved it. Because I did that with Radical, with Aladdin. And you know what? I got at least 20 messages saying, Chris, you recommended that Aladdin book from Radical Publishing, and that Aladdin book was awesome. I still to this day say that book was freaking awesome. I loved Aladdin. I gave it a 6 out of 5 stars. That book was off the wall, amazing from beginning to end. And I recommend you guys still to go to radicalpublishing.com, and you can order it there. It's dirt cheap and it's awesome. The artwork's spectacular. Yeah, what happened there? The artwork is spectacular and the story is equally as spectacular. I'm not going to start recommending books to you guys, TMNT, from issue 1 to now. Yes. But I will say this, Dark Avenger Inc., you can look forward to a lot in 2013. And we're going to be bringing you not just the big two, not just the indie companies you know, but the companies you don't know and their books. And as far as my channel, you could look forward to 200 is coming. My 200 comic book review will be between August and September, so you can look forward to that. That's going to be off the wall. I'm going to make it bigger than my 100th comic book review was planned to be. It's going to be bigger than, it's going to be twice as big as it was, and 3 times as big as it was shown on the internet. Anyway, also, comicrelated.com. I found this site. Brand showed me, and when Lisa introduced Brand to me, she also showed me Comic Related at the exact same time. Ever since being on that channel, I check that channel out more than I check out Comic Book Resource, Comic Find, and even Newsarama. Well, I never really checked out Newsarama. Most of my comic book news I got from Comic Book Resource. But you know what? You guys should check out comicrelated.com. Why? Because they have a lot of the news before even CBR gets it sometimes. Before CBR gets it, I've seen it on Comic Related. And not only that, but I notice a lot of comic book news sites do not post on the weekend. Comic Book Resource is dead still most of the time on the weekend. There's maybe 2 or 3 articles. Comic Related keeps going 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, 365 days in the year. And it's not just like another company, another, you know, like where it's like a well-oiled machine. This is like a family company too. And that's why I like Comic Related. Because it reminded, why I liked it before I even knew Brand. Because it reminded me of Dark Avenger Inc. Because on Dark Avenger Inc. we're like family. Comic Related is a group of people who are like family that do reviews and do stuff and do news and report to you guys. And exactly like us, love showing and reporting and talking to you guys about the thing they love most. Comic books, games, and more. That's why Comic Related is a site you guys, if you haven't already, should check out. It's so easy. comicrelated.com. It's CBR minus the B. And the .com. It's not resource, it's related. comicrelated.com for all your news, comic book news, reviews, and more. Easily said and easily put. I love Comic Related, and that's where I go for my news. I do still check out the other sites, but I always go to Comic Related first. It's fun reading the stuff from there, and you guys should definitely check it out. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a contributor to Comic Related. I'm not just saying that because I like working with the people from Comic Related. I'm saying that because I liked Comic Related before I was even on it. Before I was featured on it, before anything. Comic Related was awesome to me. And also Zone 4, but I watched Zone 4 after I saw Comic Related, so. But Zone 4 is also an awesome podcast, which you guys should definitely check out. I was already on 2 episodes. Awesome people on the show, and it's just an enjoyment. And Zone 4 is definitely something I enjoy listening to each and every Friday. I'm plugging so many things, but that's because this is what I'm not just plugging it, this is what I do. And you can ask Cindy, you can ask Mike, you can't ask Kevin because he's not here on Fridays, but on Fridays, my room's off limits until Zone 4 is off the air. until I'm done listening to Zone 4. So, hope you guys have a great new year. I know my comic review is late, and it's probably going to go up after this video. However, I did finish reading the comic books from this and last week, so I'm probably going to have a dual comic book review thing going up, and it should be up tomorrow-ish. Take care, everybody. Hope you guys have a great new year. I look forward to 2013, not only from us, but I know I watch a lot of you guys out there too, so I look forward to what you guys have in store for 2013 as well. Take care, everybody. Stay safe. Have a happy new year. Keep reading above all else, and keep collecting. Take care, everybody. See you guys really soon in the new year.